Hello everyone. In February, shortly after the beginning of the war in Ukraine, I posted a video pointing out the prophetic significance of this war. I alluded or spoke actually about the words that Jesus spoke that we can read in Matthew 24 about wars and rumors of wars, but made it also much more specific. I recommend that you watch this video again. It's only like 5.5 minutes, and you can see how much in these past few months has already come to fruition and become more clear, the things that I point out there, showing that all this perfectly fits the prophetic narrative of the Bible regarding the end times, the end of this age, and the things happening shortly before the return of our Lord Jesus Christ. I also speak there about a video that I made earlier, namely in 2014, when the first problems started and came into the media regarding Ukraine. And that video is called the Leviathan Prophecy. And also this, I will leave a link in the description. It's also only 5 minutes. But this shows how Ukraine ties in with the Middle East, with Israel, and with the events that soon will transpire there. The Ukraine war will shift to the Middle East. Jesus said in Matthew 24 not only that there would be wars and rumors of wars, but he adds to these signs that he gives there that he says, let not your heart be troubled, because these things must happen. And people pay little attention to these words in particular most of the times, that these things must happen. So you have to ask yourself, why must they happen? And the answer is to set the stage, to change the geopolitical stage, so that the next events can happen. And those events regard Israel. So it's really important to recognize these things and to see that prophecy is really unfolding right before our eyes. And I bring this up again today because just 2 days ago another step was made in fulfilling these prophecies, if you will, and that was that Ursula von der Leyen from the EU went to Israel, met with Prime Minister Bennett to sign a deal regarding delivering of gas to Europe. So we see that which in February I said that would happen is now already signed into a deal. And there are not yet, I have to say, pipelines straight from Israel to Europe, but the deal involves Egypt, so the gas is transported through pipes to Egypt. There it's liquefied and then transported per ship to Europe. And that is also remarkable, because in this short video, the Leviathan Prophecy, that I made already in 2014, I make the link there between the largest gas field in the Mediterranean that Israel is using to pump up its gas is called Leviathan. And Leviathan is a biblical name. We find it in the book of Job, and there it refers to the monster in the sea that actually becomes the bait that will draw in Russia in particular in an alliance with Turkey and Iran and other nations, as we can read in Ezekiel 38 and 39. So all this ties together. This name Leviathan is mentioned in the book of Job, but then it is mentioned again in Ezekiel 29, which I also show this verse in this video, and there it's also linked to the waters, the rivers of Egypt. And now we see how these two are linked together, Egypt and Israel, in this scenario involving Leviathan gas field, and how all this will become part of the debate, as Ezekiel points out, that will draw in these nations to battle against Israel. So it's really amazing to see how all these things are now falling into place, and it's going so fast. It's really amazing. So that should urge us to be more alert, to be more ready, because things go at breakneck speed, and this means that the next events that are described will also follow soon. Many things will change on short notice. Just one detail that I want to mention also is that it was maybe just a coincidence, but maybe not, that this deal was signed on the 15th of June 2021. And as you can see on the screen behind me, that date calculates out to 666. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but maybe it's indeed another fingerprint that Satan leaves behind, that he is at work here, orchestrating his scheme. But we know that it's actually God who is ultimately in control and allows all this to happen, because it actually fulfills his plans. And those plans, we have them in the Bible, we can read about them, we can know all these things so that we are forewarned. And so I would really urge to stay in the Word, and also to review these videos that I mentioned. Again, it's only 5 minutes each, and it will really realign your mind with what's happening in the world around us, and you will see how God is at work. In the meantime, I would say, as always, keep looking up, for your redemption draws near. Thanks for watching.